All right, we're doing a little different way to start here with round three of Project Viva Las Vegas. So right now you're in my bedroom, which is a place that not many people get to see. So you should feel pretty privileged. I spent a lot of today moving a lot of the stuff throughout my house that was Vegas related down to the dungeon of Vegas history. But a few things are left up here. I've got my some belt buckles I wanted you to see. I don't know if you can see that very well, but you got the Tropicana, you got the Holiday Casino, you got a Silver Bird, casino chip on a belt buckle, stuff like that. Frontier, a couple of very common Frontier belt buckles, and you got Whiskey Pete here. Oh, where's the lighting, man? What is going on with the lighting here? I told you this was going to be professional in the last video, and so far it's just not happening, but we're getting there. So I'm showing you that just so you can see a few of the things I have up here in the bedroom. I got a bunch of videos too. You know, implosions, my least favorite thing in the world, but you got to have them, you know. That's part of the history. You know, a few movies and stuff, but you got the Vegas Hoover Dam. I'm going to get all that stuff transferred digitally eventually here. One thing you do need to see, though, is this collection right here of the Vegas TV series that I talked about before. I'm going to probably do some editing and get some of the best footage that you'll see. But this is, this is the Dan Tana classic era, like 70s Las Vegas beyond. It's just like the best footage you'll ever see of that stuff from that era. So we'll get to that, like I always said, we'll get to that later. Up here, you got a whole menagerie of miscellaneous weirdness. You got, like a Bill Clinton Russian nesting doll. Okay. Don't ask. I don't know. I forgot where I even picked that up, but back there behind there, you can see the Terminator. You got Alaska, but here's some Vegas stuff. You got a headless landmark. This is one of these decanters that I always talk about. It's missing the top. If anyone knows someone that's got an extra L, it looks like this. Here's one with the top on it. Okay, I need that L. I need this for the other one. And if I find it, I'll give it away. I will give that away to somebody. That's from Star Trek: The Experience. It's a Borg drink, sipping drink thing, whatever. In the this guy right here, see it right? This guy right here, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so then you got Last Chance Joe. He's from the Nugget up there in Carson City and Sparks. There's nuggets all over the place up there, and then you got a Jim Beam totem pole decanter with Bob's big boy at the top. That's there's a long story to that, but we'll talk about it. And there's Mr. O'Lucky from Fitzgerald's Las Vegas. Awesome. I got a couple of these, man. Someone's going to get one of these for free. Fitzgerald's not there anymore. Vegas, Fitzgerald's gone. Reno, Fitzgerald's gone. And then back there, this Bergie guy. He's not Vegas, but he's cool. Stuff like that. These I'm getting a whole set of these decanters. They're mini decanters. They used to have whiskey in them from some of the old Vegas properties. These are from the, I think, early 70s. Got Tropicana, Landmark, Dunes. He's not missing his head, but it's got no cork in it. See no cork? Okay, so we'll put him on there so you can see what he looks like. But I don't want it to fall off. There he is. Okay, this is full of Silver Slipper matchbooks right there. Hard to find something like that. It's like, in the form of a die. Then you got Hacienda, the Cowboy, and the Aladdin. I don't know how many are left. I got to look up and see how many I'm missing, but we're getting there on that collection. Then there's a Showboat commemorative chip. And a lot of other stuff here. If you look at this book back here, right there, that is an autographed. One of these two, I forgot which one. I think this one is an autographed Sammy Davis Jr. book. And that's something I'm really proud of. I got. By the way, I didn't talk about this yet. The Rat Pack. I have every single member of the Rat Pack's autograph multiple versions of them. So that's something we might give away in one of the big giveaways. We've got Golden Nugget right here. This is part of a slot machine. We do have a few slot machine odds and ends. This is from the Sands, Las Vegas. This clock, probably one of their more expensive gift shop items. Let me see if I can get the logo on there for you. There's the Sands, Las Vegas. It's a clock. I don't think it's operational at this moment, but I'm going to fix it. I can fix stuff. Anyway, various things. You got another decanter here that's like this guy, he's from it's from a convention in Vegas, 1985. Okay. I got tons of these decanters, okay? You're seeing other stuff mixed in here. This guy, Westward Ho, man, tell me that ain't cool. Look at this guy. Okay, Westward Ho. Another one that's gone. Used to be right next to Circus Circus. Gone. Gone. Everything's gone. George Barris autographed Munster Mobile here. That's not Vegas, but hey, man, George Barris is, he's got a lot of ties to Vegas. It used to, he's gone now, but cool as hell, that guy, George Barris. And there's another one from Star Trek The Experience, a plush bear. That used to be at the Las Vegas Hilton. I think it was there until, I'm not sure on the year there, but that all went away in the early 2000s, I believe. I'm going to pause this and meet you downstairs. One more thing here. This is something I love, this basket, okay? This basket, I'm not sure. I have no idea what the era or whatever, but it's a woven basket, and I love this thing. And I filled it with silver strikes. Yeah, we got so many of these silver strikes from all sorts of Nevada casinos. This one here, I can't read that. Oh, it's from El Cortez. Another one of my favorites because it was built in 41, the same year as the El Rancho Vegas on the Strip. This is downtown. It's still there. Still looks like it did back then. They've just added on to it. One of the coolest properties left in Vegas, man. And I've stayed there, and it's just amazing. Here's Mr. B's Casino, and that's in Mill City, Nevada, which is near some property that I own up by Lovelock. Very cool stuff. These are, this is just a small sampling, but we have a ton more of these, many of which will be given away. This is from the Boardwalk. Can you see this all right? I'm sorry about the camera work, man. From the Boardwalk, which, is gone. That was blown up. The Mid-South Strip. We got casino chips in here. That's just one tiny sampling of our casino chips. Got more, but we're going to show you all that stuff downstairs now that I've been working on. Meet you down there. Yeah, one more thing before you see all these instruments up here. I am going to be starting a band. I've been in bands before, but we're starting a very unique band that will be utilizing all these instruments. There's my baby right there. I'm going to turn the light on for this one. I've been looking for one of these most of my adult life, and I finally found one. It's not a Gibson, it's an Epiphone, but it's a Corina Flying V, and that is my baby right there. And so, yeah, we got all these. We're going to be playing like bluegrass, but mixing it up with all sorts of different genres, making it interesting and cool and weird. There's our pedal steel that we got. It's not pedal steel, lap steel, double neck. One neck for Hawaiian music, one neck for the bluegrass and country stuff. So there you go. There's our mini electric ukulele, Epiphone. Okay, the reason I brought you back up here, though, is to show you this. One of my many pin collections. You can see some of these. Most of these are Vegas stuff. That Vegas Vicky was bought at the Neon Museum last year, 2023. Got tons of these. Silver City, the first non-smoking casino I hope this stuff doesn't look too good on here. I hope it looks better to you. Bob Stupak, man, here that's another Focus property, the Vegas World, the most seedy, just degenerate frickin' property of Vegas history, and I have a lot from there. Keep this one in mind. Doug's Windjammer in Carson City. Doug is a guy that made decanters for all the brothels in Nevada, and I have some of those. We have a bunch of those actually, and I've got some to show you tonight downstairs. And just any, Fitzgerald's, tons of cool stuff. The Rio even, there's a hologram thing there. You'll see a lot of Route 66. Another one of my favorite places in Nevada is Pioche. Our band will be named after that city, small little town in Nevada, which would be a ghost town, but there's some people that have stuck it out and they're living there, and it's like going back in time. You go to that place. I love Pioche, Nevada. There's a Stardust. That one actually lights up when you engage the pin on that one. All right, so there's a little sampling of our pins. We got a lot of pins. There's George Burns from Caesar's Palace. He's 90 years old. His 100th birthday was supposed to be there, but it didn't work out, and then he ended up dying soon after that. And so, Caesar's Palace, we got a lot of pins from there. All right, this time I'm serious. I'm going to meet you downstairs. Okay, we're on our way to the basement, but got to show you this piano here. All this stuff will be getting moved downstairs that's Vegas or Nevada related. This is one of our recent acquisitions here. You're going to ring the bell for chocolate, but it's Vegas, it's like, look at this. Okay, I can't reach over there. See, you got the Vegas sign on there. I think that might be from Ethel M's Chocolate Factory, but I'm not sure. I just found it and got it. There's more stuff from Last Chance Joe, the Nugget, yeah, Carson City Sparks, and we got a lot of stuff of his. There's some stuff from the Mint 400, which any of you fans of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and Hunter S. Thompson will know that he attended one of those races. I believe it was 71, and we have one of these decanters from that year as well. Those are really cool. They used to be filled with whiskey. It's like, woo, fancy stuff. Got a lot of those. And there's mixed in with weirdness here. I was just down at the Buddy Holly crash site in the surf ballroom where Buddy Holly performed the night before he died, or the same day, I think. That was a very interesting and weird and cool and enlightening experience, educational and tragic. There's a lollipop holder from the Aladdin in the form of a ghost. Here's a couple of really awesome ashtrays from the Frontier and the Last Frontier. Same property, different eras. And, how many people have said this? I lost my ass in Las Vegas. There's a whole set of that stuff. And El Dorado sling, very rare. I've only seen these two. I've never seen anywhere. I've never seen anyone else selling that one. And we've got a ton of tiki stuff that I told you about from various properties that had the tiki craze, but that's Trader Vic's there. This is from, I forgot where that's from, but it's a little mini bowl. This one's from the Stardust Aku Aku. That one's from Don the Beachcomber, but that's a remake of an older one. And let's see what else we got. Golden Nugget ashtray there. That stuff's all getting moved downstairs. Here's our Holy Cow collection. I cannot get enough light on this. Hang on a minute. Let's get some light on this for you real quick. We'll do a detailed look at this later. God dang, that's just not working. Anyway, we got Holy Cow up the you-know-what. And this crow here that's holding this light, see him? He thought it was Holy Crow, but, we can't get rid of him. So it's Holy Cow, and here's a bunch of Vegas and other tiki mugs. Those are from the Stardust there. The one with the Hawaiian lay-on, that's from the Stardust. Same with this guy next to him, and the black one, and the coconut. And the barrel, that's a smaller version of that barrel over there. Sorry about this light, man. There's Last Chance Joe again. He's everywhere in this house. There's Frankie's Tiki Room. That's a modern tiki room that's still there. It's a great place, man. I recommend it highly. If you're ever in Vegas, go to Frankie's Tiki Room. See you downstairs in the dungeon. Now you get to see what it's like to actually walk into history. This is I just swept these for you too. Swept the stairs. Nice and clean here. Yeah, you might have seen some of this stuff before, but there's something new here too. Welcome to Las Vegas. Guess who that is? And guess who signed it? That is the chairman of the board, my friends. Sinatra at Caesars is, I put that there to make sure you know who you're looking at. He signed it. It's inscribed to a family. And we'll talk about that later, but I just want you to see that stuff is getting done here, man. Now watch this. Lights, camera, action. Here we go. We're back. Things have changed a little bit down here. I have not unboxed anything. Don't worry. I'm not going to... Oh, what are we doing? Okay. There's some new stuff here. I got a new shelf. Got a great deal on this printer's block shelf, so I'm going to be filling that up. It's already getting there. This is stuff that's already been unboxed a long time ago, but we're organizing now, so you just kind of see what the progress of what's happening here. I told you I had a lot of weird stuff from Circus Circus. Those are a couple of salt and pepper shakers, ceramic. Are you kidding? I mean, this is like, look at that. United Clown of the Circus. It's like money. I mean, how weird. There's some dice from the Maxim, matching numbers on those. We got shot glasses from Flamingo and a little snow globe. More shot glasses building up here. We got a ton more to add to that. 2 more salt and pepper shakers from old Vegas there. I can't really get focused on that. Okay, what else? Flamingo 50th anniversary. Yes, the Flamingo is still there, but who knows how much of the original property is left at the Flamingo? The answer is 0. None of it. Everything that's there at the Flamingo now is modern, rebuilt stuff. Bugsy Siegel's old headquarters, or crib, whatever you want to call it, is gone. This ashtray here is one I just dug out and just saw one of these sell on eBay for close to $70, and I paid like $5 for this, so I did good there. There's one from the Holiday. There's a hobnail from the Showboat. There's a couple other new ones here that I've been uncovering and gathering from throughout the house. Kind of got this organized a little better up here. I found a picture and I found some info about this event from this. This inflatable frame here was from July 7th, 2000, Las Vegas, Nevada, at Wet n Wild, where Playboy had a party, which I guess was an annual thing for a while. So I found a picture to get printed out that we can put in there, and it's of a Playboy bunny girl. Don't worry, it's not too crude, but she's awfully pretty, and we'll get her in there to make it more interesting. There's some cups from the Riviera. I found a Hooters wallet, zip-up wallet, to put on the owl with the googly eyes. Not much has changed over here in the postcard world, but I did add something to one of the other items here. There's some stuff that still has yet to be organized properly. There's a couple of new things you haven't seen. Okay, this is a Treasure Craft-esque Vegas Vic double ashtray with a, you know what I'm saying? This is just beautiful. Beautiful stuff right here. It's like I don't know what the material is. It's almost like Bakelite. Definitely, I'd say 1960s. These are like removable, actual real glass ashtrays inside here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool with like weird patterns all over it. This right here, we're going to be playing some games with this guy. This is 9-inch diameter. Same era as a lot of the other stuff we've been looking at from probably the mid-70s, early 70s maybe. It's hard to see the properties on here. I'm going to get some more detail on that for you later, but we'll be playing some games with this. This is a working roulette wheel inside here. See what we can do with this real quick. Pick a number. This has got all the real numbers from the roulette wheel, including the 00. Here we go. And it landed on... Can't see it. Got to get the flashlight. Hang on. God, this lighting is just difficult right now. I'm just going to look at it. Oh my, it's one of my numbers. 27, that's one of my lucky numbers. Boom. I'll tell you about the time I went to Whiskey Pete's with my buddy John Agar, and we were on our way back from Vegas to LA and didn't do well in Vegas, and I was down to nothing, and I put Whiskey Pete's on State Line. I put $5 on 13 on roulette. It was actually a $5 bill. This is back in the late 80s, early 90s. And I put that 5 on 13 and it came up straight up. Boom, $180. And we had money again. And we even got comped a room because of that. They were so impressed by our story. Good old days, man. This here is some of that crazy circus stuff I've been telling you about. This guy right here is like a coin bank. Look at this thing, man. It's like a hard plastic. And it covers Vegas and Reno on that one. Both of those still exist, but people have said that there's a chance that we may lose the Vegas circus. I hope that's not true, because it's one of the first places I ever went inside of during that same road trip I talked about, 8 years old, with my dad and the family in the Winnebago. There you go. Nice goblet there. He belongs in there. There's a Stein pewter, I think. I guess that's what that is. Heavy duty, man. Real deal right there. Clunk. Here's a shelf, another shelf I scored for dirt cheap. So I hung that up on the wall. We're going to get something inside this little heart here. I think I'm going to put Don Rickles in there. A little smiling face of Don Rickles. There's a leather-covered Stein, I guess. Ponderosa Ranch. Tin cup. Got a few of those. One of those, or maybe a couple, will be given away. That's a place I've been to that's gone also. It's up in Lake Tahoe. There is the Pioneer Club. I got some paper in there so you can see what it says. You've seen that, but you haven't seen that. That was in the shelf before. Now I got that up on the wall. And this, we fixed this one up. I got a different postcard in there. The more fitting. And then we got some cool ass chips. Got the Last Frontier, the Boardwalk. We got different eras represented, and we got Downtown Diamond Jim's Nevada Club. Boom. So we got some cool chips to give you the gamut. Okay, and then we rearranged the top of this. Got some really cool coins here. I don't want to go into too much detail on those right now, but these are very rare. That's Wilbur Clark. We started the Desert Inn, but he was involved with El Rancho Vegas as well. And that's where that's from. Look at this thing, man. This is like beyond. I don't even remember where I got this from, but I'm very lucky to own this. Okay. Oh, that's from that's the Tournament of Champions at the Desert Inn. So that's later than the one I just mentioned, but that one that I just mentioned is right here. This guy right here. Wilbur Clark. And what does it say on there? El Rancho Vegas Casino. I don't even know what his connection was to that place, because that was Cattleman, I think, is the name of the guy that owned that one. But look at that, man. You tell me. Anyone out there has ever seen one of these before, let me know, because I don't know of any more other than this one. I'm sure they're out there somewhere, but anyway, Showboat pin right there. It's hard to see, man. I promise you the next video will not have this shitty lighting. Look at this back scratcher here. See this thing? Okay, it's got properties on it. And it's also a shoehorn. But this one here is one of the weirdest things we've got. It's a back scratcher and it says bear, right? It says bear right there. And then it says ass scratcher. And then it's got the Vegas little, touristy artwork on there. Tell me that ain't weird, man. And there's a tambourine. Okay, same sort of era. You got the Landmark, the usual suspects here. Circus, Sahara, Desert Inn. Guaranteed to be 1970s. A couple of shoehorns, one from the Sands, one from the Tropicana. R.I.P. Tropicana. There's a Circus puffy baseball. There's a alien baseball from the Las Vegas 51s who are no longer called that. So that's Las Vegas too. Okay, we're just quickly running through this stuff here. Thunderbird, I filled these with salt. I don't use salt ever, so I just figured I'd put it to use. Thunderbird glass, cocktail glass, with a couple of swizzles in it. And there is Debbie Reynolds, one of our other Focus properties, which was very short-lived. Paddle wheel turned into Debbie Reynolds. I'll read it to you. It's hard to see there, but Hotel, Casino, and Hollywood Movie Museum, a place that I saw being built when I was there. I was very drunk. I don't remember it very well, but I wish I had gone in there and talked to Debbie, because that would have been awesome. And a couple other things. The Luxor. I found a Luxor coffee mug with my name on it there. Pretty cool. Okay. Jack Dennison's Copper Cart was right there on the North Strip. Right next to the pepper mill and all that stuff. That's all gone except for the pepper mill now. I'm just giving you a better idea what we got. There's Doug's. Okay, Doug's Windjammer. Remember we saw that pin upstairs? Well, that's Doug's West Indies. And that's the ceramic decanter from there. Very rare one, I think. And here's his brothel decanters up by this Thunderbird, also filled with salt, so you can read it. These decanters that are behind there, we have a ton more of those as well. And those are from brothels in Nevada. Let's show you one of these. These are high class, man. This one's called Billy's Day and Night Brothel. Look at these gals. They're ready to, oh, we don't want to talk about that either. Okay, but they have a little map on the back. And that one here is in Sodaville, Nevada. Coaldale. I mean, these are like ghost towns, man. Most of these brothels are probably long gone. Sodaville's right there by Mina. I've been all through this whole area. I'm a Nevada frickin' nerd. Tonopah, we all know about Tonopah, right? If you watch Ghost Adventures, you know about Tonopah, Nevada, and the Mizpah Hotel, right? Am I right? I'm so friggin' obnoxious right now, but you want to talk about weird? Okay, that's the thing. We like weird. Okay, the weirder the better, and it does not get any weirder than that back scratcher and this guy right here. Nope, he's not Circus, but he's probably 1960s Las Vegas, and it's like, look at this thing, man. Look at his tongue, okay? The shoehorn is his tongue, right? Look at it. He's got the male pattern baldness to the extreme. Okay, is this not the most bizarre thing? Look at this brush. It's for your boots, I guess. After you shoehorn your boots on, you can brush them off with this clown's tongue. Okay, I'm telling you, man. By the way, no music tonight because I had, we had a little trouble with the music last time. I told Marty Stewart not to sue me, and he didn't, but I was forced to remove the audio of his music. So we're going to get, situated with some good music for you for the official videos. We're going to call this the Trilogy intro of shitty videos with shitty lighting and stupid narration and all that crap. It'll get way more interesting after this. We're one step away from getting that studio going with this camera. But I just want to give one last little touch of what we got here. I also want to show you one thing that we got in 2012 that I must share with you. So my daughter, there's a long story about my daughter, but my daughter's just the most awesome person that ever lived. And she's now 24. But back in 2012, she was 11 years old. So I was on, this is when I first really started collecting seriously. I mean, I collected Vegas stuff way back in the 70s, but I don't have any of that anymore. So I'm making up for it. But When I started really in earnest collecting after learning about the Stardust implosion, I found a guy on eBay that you may have heard of if you're into Martin Scorsese movies, particularly one called Goodfellas. And his name's Henry Hill, and that's the movie Goodfellas was based on Henry Hill. And Henry Hill right here, okay. He was selling on eBay. He was, he had been through a lot of stuff. After that movie came out, he became a pretty popular guy, but he also had a very shady history. And there's long stories about Henry Hill, but the main thing that I want to tell you about is finding him on eBay and making some personal contact with him. And one of the things I asked him to do was make this autographed photo out to my daughter. And it says, "To Kenzie, now go get your shine box, Henry Hill." Okay, so how cool is that, right? It wasn't but a couple of weeks after this that he passed away. And this is one of the most treasured things we own, my family and the project. The Henry Hill autograph. We're going to set that up with a nice frame and some context. The Goodfellas isn't directly Vegas related, but, Henry Hill had some ties to Vegas for sure. And he was living, I think, in Vegas when he passed away. I'm not 100% on that, but one of my favorite stories, though, is just making contact with him, and then it was just in time to, before he was gone. So, anyway, next video will be just a monstrous leap and bounds above what you're seeing here. Technically and, quality-wise. Thank you for sticking with me for another half hour here. I hope this was entertaining enough to keep you interested and to maybe get a few more subscribers. There's about 5 of you right now. We'll get you. Oh, wait, one more here. The Showboat. Look at this thing, man. It's a bowling ball bag. I've been wanting to show you that. And for some reason, we ended up with quite a few items from the WIBC event in 1983 at the Showboat Lanes, which was one of the prominent, killer bowling alleys in Vegas. And it's just a sad story that place is gone completely. That thing's pretty cool, though. All right, that's enough for tonight. Thank you for viewing this. Stick around for giveaways, contests. We're going to get this phone going, like I told you, maybe both of them, and we're going to have you calling up to answer quiz questions on a live feed and getting prizes, free stuff. A lot of cool, awesome free stuff. We have not even scratched the surface here, my friends. This is what has to be unboxed along with all that. So stick around, come back. Thank you.